I'm gonna lean you back kind of quickly, okay? Keep your eyes open. You might feel a little dizzy, but I'm gonna bring you back just like this. Keep your eyes open. Any dizziness?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. He's not getting any no cycloversion, so his eyes aren't doing the, you know, in this side I would expect his eyes to kind of go, if he had BPPV. Any dizziness now or pretty normal?
Pretty normal now.
Okay, go ahead and sit up. Might feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah.
Any spinning though?
No.
No. And then I'm going to check the other side just for continuity. It's like I thought, there's not much going on there. If anything, you might just get a little dizzy because of the disruption of the processing, right? So I would expect centrally that not to be able to kind of ascertain what's going on there. So it's going to feel a little dizzy. It has nothing to do with crystals though. But to someone else that might seem like, oh, it must be crystals. We got to keep doing that, got to keep doing that, right? But it's not. It's called a central vestibulopathy.
I have a question. Is the central processing system been damaged from the crystals?
No.
Okay.
It's like, and it's damaged. You can say damaged, but that's not the right word. It's just like tired and weak in there because it didn't feed that information in enough.
Yep. Okay.
No, fine. Go ahead and sit up. You can keep filming this and film me when I explain this. But so, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can swing around, whatever's comfortable for you. So what happens is, right, as we know, brain cells become healthier when we activate them, right? When we stimulate them.
Yep.
And they need oxygen to do blood flow and those types of things. But if they don't get that stimulation for a while, they actually get weaker.
Okay.
And sometimes they don't pop back like they should.
Right.
And so in his case, some of these areas, totally treatable, totally reversible, totally fixable.
Yep.
They need to pop back again, but we need to feed into them and stimulate them the proper way again to reactivate them, resolve them. And then you're just using kind of a battery to charge another battery kind of.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is I'm going to actually, you'll see me, like we do the complex movements, you'll see me do like almost like you're winding up a battery, you know?
Yep.
And we're going to kind of wind that up and to see if we can do anything that's going to change that for him and keep it rolling. But for you, buddy, what I want you to do, I want you to take your, you can stay right here, and take your left hand and arm and just kind of do this like figure 8 on the side. Yeah, just like that. Figure 8, right?
Yeah. Keep on it.
Keep going. Now he also has scoliosis, so we know that cerebellum probably isn't as robust as we'd like. So we don't want to overdo it. Nice. Stand up. So I'm going to do this a few times. Just going to retest them because I already know what's problematic. So try it again. So like this is really that wrist involved. Yeah, that's right. Very, very good. So that's very complex. That's a good movement because the cerebellum really likes that complex movement. If it was the same, it would get bored and it would stop its output as much. Good. Relax. And let's do one more. Sorry about that. Yeah. Got it. You're doing a great job. Good. Now what I want you to do is stand for me. Let's see if he's better or worse. Right? Keep together. Close your eyes. I think a little better there.
Yeah.
Open. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands out in front of you. Come around. Close your eyes. Yeah, that's better. You know, we're not expecting him to be cured yet, but it's just a couple things. You know, these aren't tricks; they're just measures. You know, good job. Yeah, take a break. So, for him, right? Like I said before, he's been treated for left vestibular issues because he's been getting dizzy when he rolls over to the left in bed, right? Or when he, bends down and stands up too quickly, any of those things. But for him, what they've been treating him for is left, BPPV, inner ear crystals. But what has happened is they've resolved that, but the central things haven't resolved. And it's probably because his might be a little worse because he has scoliosis. And he has a little bit of a mapping and probably a little bit of cerebellar reduction than maybe somebody else that could respond a little faster. And so we just have to do a little more rehab with him. But that's the importance of rehab with BPPV. It's not just like always a roll and always this and they're fine. Some people are, but a lot of people still need rehab. You're not alone. There's a lot of people everybody should have. So that's what we're going to do with him, and then we're going to do more eye movement testing and tilt table testing to figure out even more specifically which parts of his brain aren't working well by ascertaining which eye movements are in error and different things. And part of his issue now is an autonomic issue too, right? So he had BPPV. He now has a central vestibulopathy because of that, and he also has an autonomic dysregulation because of that too. So we got to treat those things. This thing's already been treated for us. Cool? All right. Let's go do that. Yep.